Hey, it's Jake from Playeasy. We are going to walk through how to create an event page on Playeasy. And so right now I have Valley Forge's destination profile pulled up. And just as a reminder, these can be sports events, non-sports events. Some great examples of non-sports events that you'd want to create on Playeasy, or really any events where there's tourism coming in. You have room blocks set up. You want to connect people to things to do around the area. So whether it be like festivals, conferences, trade shows, education sessions, concerts, you're able to create those here. And so I'm going to show you how to do that for both sports events and non-sports events. It is the same flow. There's just a slight variation in the way that you do it. So right now I have Valley Forge's profile pulled up here. This is where in your admin view, you'll have this events tab. So this is where you can easily go to create a new event here and go through this whole flow. I'm going to clone their existing event that they have up just to make the process a little bit easier. So you click clone event. Autofills the name. If you didn't create the event though, you would just put in the event name, put the date of when it's taking place. So maybe I'll shift this to, let's say, like the 10th through the 12th. Is this a sports related event? So this is where if you say yes, it will basically have all the sports related types of events you can host. So I'm going to say tournament here. Let's say it wasn't a sports event. You'll now notice that it says like expo, conference, charity event, festival, conference. So you're able to select whatever those are as well. But for this event, I'm just going to do sports. So let's say it is a tournament. If it's swimming, if it's stunt, if it's multiple types of events, you can select as many as you want. We can just leave it as swimming right now. The next step would be if you want to tag the organizer and they're on Playeasy, type in their name. If it pops up, that means they're on Playeasy. If it doesn't pop up, that means they're not on Playeasy, and there's a way to add the contact towards the end, so I can show that too. But right now they have French Creek Racing set up. Also, if the organizer is not on Playeasy, definitely let us know. We'd love to introduce them to the platform. That way you guys can collaborate with this event page too. So I'm going to click next. And so now is the event details. So you can either put the event's main address here, or you could see all the facilities that you guys have, select whatever facilities, and then it will auto-populate that address on there. So for this one, not sure if they have this venue as a facility or not. And so they just put the address in, did not select facility, so that's cool. And then it would select your main destination as the host automatically. Next here, so if there's a registration link, so typically this is the organizer's website, right? So if you want to link out to that just to centralize all the event information, definitely feel free to do so. If you don't want to, you would just click no. If you do want to, you could put in their registration link, put in whether individuals can register or not, or whether it's group event. It does not really matter. You could also leave this blank if you want. The next step, so if you have a third party, so if like there's an Event Connect or any other type of platform out there where there isn't necessarily like individual hotel links you'll put on, or you don't want to use our live rates, you would just click yes here and then put in that third party. But for this one, they leveraged our live rates. I'll get into another video about all the different ways to set up hotels, but for now, we're just focusing on how to create the event page. Next, if there's a ticketing link, you're able to add that here. But for this example, we'll say no. Feel free to ballpark the expected participants, spectators, add those in. You could also change the age ranges, gender, event level, competition level, if you really want to get into specifics. And then this is where you could add the organizer's contact. So that way people finding the event page know who the organizer is, can message them with questions, etc. Finally, this is the event details. So this is where you'd able to have ChatGPT basically generate a description for this event based on the last 4 steps that we've entered. The other thing you can do though is basically just copy and paste the event organizer's description for the event, or write your own in and then just put that here. Next is the setup. So if you want to show live hotel rates for the event, you would click enable. You would then be able to have no mile radius. It would automatically pull all the hotels from your destination profile into this event page, show the live rates. So our live rates are pulled from over 40 of the largest online platforms out there. So all the Expedias, Booking.coms, private wholesale groups, the hotel's website, to show the lowest rates across the internet, and then allow that visitor to book that hotel directly on this event page, and then you would get the data in real time. So for this example, I'll just say there's no mile radius. I want to show all the hotels. If I wanted to do a mile radius, just show hotels within 20 miles. Let's say that's a request of the organizer. I could do that, and I'll actually just leave it at that just for this example. And then if I wanted to activate the live hotel rates at a specific date, I could do that. This is more if you have hotel room blocks, so I can get into that in a different video. But for this example, we are going to also enable the local businesses around the event, and then we are going to submit. Next step, you're able to edit this at any point. You're able to upload pictures, invite in other people to manage this. You could actually invite the organizer in to manage it. But for now, let's click into the event. Now I'm sharing this page. I'm now taken to the back end of the event. So here is where I could add an organizer. I could add pictures. I could change any of that information or put the organizer's website there. Could change any of the event details, change some of the font as well, which is definitely important if you're syncing this to your website. And then this is the public view of what this event page now looks like. So we can see registration. We can see all the things to do around the area. We can see this book hotel option. So this will take us directly to the live rates for the hotel. And then it shows 14. So these are all the hotels that still have availability for that weekend of the event. As a visitor, I can now click into this and book that hotel directly on Playeasy. Um, Also, I can find attractions. If there was promotions being offered on the event, those would also populate here. And then, yeah, the best practices for, sharing the event will be discussed in a different video, but that is the flow for an event page. Definitely feel free to check out my other video on all the different ways to set up hotels. Happy to show more about, what it looks like if you have room blocks set up and you want to drive people to go book directly on those hotels' websites instead. But appreciate joining. Hopefully this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to me at jhughes@playeasy.com. Thank you.